Well, hello everybody, and I hope you had a really good half-term break. And the theme of our week this week was confidence, and I think we all had a little bit of confidence when the Prime Minister gave us his announcement on the imminent return of all schools from the 8th of March, and that's great, and we're thrilled that that's the direction of travel, and we can't wait to greet everyone back into the school and to try and get back to some sort of normality again. In order to get us to that point, of course, there's had to be a number of meetings to sort of work through the logistics, and it's in that vein that I just want to update you first this morning. So we are absolutely planning for a full return on the 8th of March. That's absolutely our expectation of all pupils. And just to reassure you, across all areas of the college, our absolute priority upon the return of pupils is for their socialisation. First and foremost, their socialisation. So I am not going to be asking for there to be course coverage or assessment. No, the priority is for the children to come back, to be refamiliarised with their circumstances, to meet their friends again, to meet their teachers again, and to get used to being back in school. So I know it's important that you have that reassurance from me that is absolutely what we are looking to prioritise. However, in terms of getting us to that point, the following is going to happen from next week. So on Monday, all senior staff will return to the school to start planning and getting everything up and running for our opening. And then from Wednesday, across Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, we are going to have to test every single senior school student. So you will get a separate notification as to when your slot is. Your child will need to come onto the school site. They'll need to go to the Great Hall where we have multiple testing stations set up. And they will be tested. And which is our absolute expectation, the vast majority of those results are negative, which we expect them to be, then that's absolutely great. And if they are a positive test result, of course, you will follow the guidance, which is now very well tried and tested, and you will inform us of that. Now, that's many hundreds of people we need to test across Wednesday, Thursday and Friday in order to get to the point where we can have a full return on the following Monday on the 8th without having to worry about testing enormous numbers of children, although we'll have to continue to test throughout the course of those first 3 weeks. So to do that effectively, we really do need help, parent volunteers. Now, many of you already very kindly volunteered your services the last time we were looking to do this, and then we didn't need to enact it. So thank you for that, and we've been in touch with you if you've already given us your details. If you haven't, but you would like to help volunteer on our testing, do please be in touch with us directly through the Bursar or through the college office. They're the best two conduits for you to make contact if you are willing to help with our testing programme across Wednesday, Thursday and Friday of next week. On the Friday of next week, I'm bringing all of the staff in order to get them familiarised and also to get everything set up ready for the following week. I mean, that's no easy task. We've got to get the classrooms back up and running, the workstations back up and running, think about how the co-curricular programme is going to run, how all of the pastoral support services are going to run. So all of that is going to be done on the Friday, which means that I need to ask, please, that you understand when I say that there won't be live teaching on Friday. No live teaching on Friday, just work set. They'll have plenty to be getting on with at home, but we really need the teachers back in on that Friday planning, which I'm sure you will understand. Now, of course, we also have a number of children who are already accessing the site if they're children of key workers, or if they're vulnerable children, and that of course will continue next week. However, on Friday, if you are in that category and you are able to make alternative provision, that would be extremely helpful from our perspective, just so that the teachers again can get everything back up and running on that Friday without having to think about other things. It won't be possible for everybody, but if you can, that would be absolutely great. I know that you have many other questions about what this easing of restrictions means in terms of events at the college. I'm very conscious of the various trips that happen across the summer, which are important for children's mental health. Adventure Week in the senior school, Commemoration Day, the festival. There's lots of things, exciting things that we hope very much we might still be able to run in one form or another. More of that will come in due course. So don't worry, we're very much living and breathing all of this planning and what it will look like, what it will mean. But at the moment, we're just focused on getting everything up and running safely, getting the children back in on the 8th of March, and then we will take those other decisions as and when they come. I know there are certain things that are more pressing. If I think, for example, about year 5, and the transition to the senior school decisions that are normally taken in the next few weeks. Miss Whitwood's going to write to you separately about that. Then, of course, we have Year 11 and Year 13 and public exam results. And I have to say, I am finding this extremely frustrating, as I know you are too, and I know the children are too, because the goalposts do seem to be shifting a lot and regularly. And so we with the latest announcements, we are again rethinking our strategy as to what we do for the best interests of the children. And all the way along with this, we have always taken our decisions in the very best interests of the students. They're cracking year groups, Year 11 and Year 13. They're capable of getting some really exceptional results. And we want to make sure that we're doing everything possible to make those results happen for the children and to make sure that their full potential is realised this summer. But with shifting goalposts, I mean, we have to keep revising our strategy, which is frustrating for us and frustrating for you. Anyway, in light of the more recent announcements, we're going to hold 2 seminars. Next week, I will front those sessions with Mr. Holmes and others. So on Tuesday, we will speak to all of Year 13 students and parents, and at 6 o'clock, you'll get the team's invitation. And on Wednesday, we'll speak to all of Year 11 students and parents. Do please join, because it's really important that you understand how our thinking is changing, how it's evolving, why we're thinking what we're thinking, how we're doing our very, very best to respond to changing advice, changing guidance, in order to do the very, very best for your children. So do please join us at those events. And I'm so sorry that this is proving to be so difficult, the Year 11 and Year 13 situation with GCSEs and A-levels. In other news, a couple of points from the bursar. Firstly, she's worked very hard to look at what can be refunded to you for lunches that haven't been used for obvious reasons. It's difficult, of course, as you will understand, for us to charge back to you the fixed overheads, but where we can, ingredients and things which we haven't had to spend money on, of course we will refund that back to you. So she's nearly there. I think next week is the plan to get that out to you as to what we are able to refund. Of course, the new build is very exciting, as we all know, and is being handed over to us over these next few weeks. So we're starting to think about who we show round when, and I believe we're going to start with Pupil Parliament. As soon as we get back, Pupil Parliament will be able to access those buildings, but I know many others will want to as well. Year 11 will be desperately excited to get into that new sixth form centre, which is just superb. So I understand that, and we'll make sure that those tours happen in a timely manner. And on the subject of the new sixth form centre, please don't forget to advise your students if they're your children rather, if they're in Year 9 through to Year 13, they can get involved in this sixth form logo, the cafe logo competition. There's another piece of information on the bulletin about that. But it would be really exciting for the winning students to have their design up there in the new build. So please do get involved in that process. Uniform, if you're thinking, goodness, I need to go and get them some new uniform because they've grown out of it, my suggestion would be try and make it last if you can till the end of the academic year, because we are moving over to our brand new uniform from September. So going out and buying a new set of uniform doesn't really seem like a very, very good idea. So just do remember that with switching to a new uniform in September. That's come up on a couple of occasions in bulletins over the last term, but do remember not to just go out and buy a new uniform of the old designs. So next week then, we have those Year 11 important seminars for Year 11 and Year 13. Year 13 on Tuesday at 6, Year 11 on Wednesday at 6. We have the outcomes of the racial inclusion audit on Thursday. That's a seminar that I'm giving through Teams again. And there's information about that in the bulletin, but this is to run through what our anti-racism action plan is as an organisation. For those who are interested in that, please do tune in. It's been a fascinating experience learning from the results of this audit, and I'm really looking forward to sharing with you all of the things that we're planning there. And our theme of the week next week is literacy, which is a lovely theme to centre on, and there's a whole range of different activities that have been planned for the week. So that's great. I don't think I have anything else to update you on, just scanning through my list. The main purpose of next week is to get everything up and running, ready for that return on the 8th of March, which we're all very, very much looking forward to. So in the meantime, the sun is shining, spring is in the air. I think we're going to have a really lovely weekend. So I hope very much that you enjoy that. And thank you very much for all of your ongoing support. And I look forward to seeing many of you, maybe even in person, as the next few weeks pass by. Thanks ever so much.